Hello, everyone. I'm Mark,
When I'm Rob.
and today we're going to talk about the fact that Caitlin Clark can't seem to win no matter what she does or how she handles things. And guess what? Welcome to Mark and Rob's Sports Showdown, one of the hottest and best sports talk shows in the universe because we allow Martians to watch our show because we don't care about skin color. We like green people. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Hit that notification bell when you do. Rob, since the beginning, when Clayton Clark first came in the WNBA, from the moment she got drafted, it seems like she can't win. And it's becoming bigger nightmare for her. And I actually feel sorry for her in that way. Now, the haters are going to say something completely different. But it doesn't seem to matter what she says or does. They're going to criticize her. It doesn't matter. She has 20 assists. Well, she got 4 turnovers. Her shooting percentage isn't high enough. But let's take her fans, for instance. She gets blamed for her fans' actions. When she first answered the question about some things that the fans were doing, I think some of it might have been racist or whatever they were doing. She said, "I just want to play basketball." I said, I don't really pay attention now. I'm off social media." She said that answer wasn't good enough. She got criticized. So they had answered a similar question later on in the day, and she didn't condone that type of action. She said so. Which is a great answer, but the first answer was fine too. And then she answers all the questions properly in the press conferences. She praises all the players in the league throughout NBA history. She plays all the players in the league, and it doesn't matter. People still don't like her in the league, even though it's not her fault. She gets too much publicity. It's not her fault that her fans think she's going to be the greatest thing since sliced toast right away. She hasn't said anything about how successful she thinks she'll be in the league. And people just give her a hard time about everything. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, I mean, she in herself, she has confidence, but like you said, she can't say anything, or anything she does, she's under a microscope. I mean, even if she's never even complained about the fouls that happened to her, that she got knocked down, cheap shotted a couple of times. She never even mentioned that when they try to ask her about it. She just says, "Oh, it's part of the game, whatever." She takes the high road all the time, but yet, still, that doesn't satisfy the people. That's still not enough for them. I don't know what. Like you said, I don't know what she has to do.
No, and she was on the short end of the sticks on the calls for the first 10 games, and it was obvious too. And yes, she has this kind of annoying habit where she goes like this and shrugs, but she didn't do it at first. She didn't do it until she wasn't getting any calls her way. And then she kind of lost it. Like, this is too much for me. I can't control myself anymore. And I don't blame her. She stopped doing it. She was doing that her junior year and then her senior year. And then the first game of the NCAA tournament, she was doing it because they were hacking the crap out of her. And she wasn't getting any calls, which wasn't right in the first half. And then her dad said, "Shut the F up." And she stopped doing it pretty much for the rest of her career, which is only another 5.5 games. But still, she did a little bit. But she was much better at it after her dad probably sat her down after the game. And she was pretty good in preseason. And then she was pretty good at first in the games, but then she was getting a lot of it. And so she can't win because she doesn't complain, because a lot of NBA players do it almost every call. And nobody gives them a hard time.
Everybody, you should be like any pickup games, at the Y or whatever, outside. People are going to complain about the calls. You fouled me, whatever. So that's of course you're going to say something. That's just natural.
And she's taken the high road on even when it was a cheap shot. She said, "Well, that wasn't a basketball play, but it is what it is." She even said that. She took the high road on that.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah, I said that. Yeah.
But if she does, she's got a situation with the coach, and I'm sure she doesn't agree with how the coach is running the offense, or I'm sure she doesn't agree that she should stand in the corner when Wheeler comes in and screws up the flow of the offense. But what is she? And then it seems like the coach is discouraging her from shooting. And so what is she supposed to do? She doesn't know what to do. If she starts shooting freely, she'll get criticized for that. If she doesn't shoot, then people say she's not shooting enough.
And then as a coach, she doesn't. I mean, it looks like she doesn't have the players have no. Like I said, when I coach, I let the players have some talk or input into, like, "Hey, coach, let's try this," or "Hey, coach, maybe we should do this instead of this," or "Hey, coach, can I try doing this?" It seems like it's just very dictatorial type coaching, which is not good. Especially nowadays. I mean, I coached back in the day, but nowadays the youth want to have a little more say in the matters. And why not listen to other ideas besides yours as a coach.
Right. I don't know what to say, Rob, but it seemed like the league didn't protect her either. With some calls that should have been called as a flagrant one. The first one against Seattle wasn't even called as a foul. She got hit in the head and she was fouled. And then Angel Reese got away with an elbow. And then when she got shoved to the ground right there, the ref didn't do anything but off the ball, one shot foul instead of a flagrant one. I would have given a flagrant two and kicked her out of the game. But, if she complains about that, then she looks like a whiner.
Well, Mark, that's the case. And then not even her. It's media, it's ex-players. And their thing is like, well, that's part of the game and she should deal with it. That's not part of the game. That's not part of the game. I'm sorry.
I know. And she can't if she complains about any of this, they will give her such a hard time. It's unbelievable.
Can you imagine if she whined like Angel Reese has been whining? Can you imagine? Angel Reese gets no feedback or anything like that. Everybody's with her. But if you imagine if Clark started talking away like, oh, I think the referees are making special calls for certain people. Let's see if she said something like that.
Yeah, I mean, Angel Reese got criticized a little bit for that, but Clark would have got criticized twice as much if she had said that. She hasn't said anything like that. She did say she complained one time about, some people are getting away with some physical play on me that other people wouldn't get away with it, against other people. She said that. That's about it. But that was obvious. What she was saying was the truth. The difference was Angel Reese said it, and it wasn't even true. She got called for a flagrant one, which was the proper call. Mm-hmm. And so that's like way different, that what happened there. Angel Reese got, and then she get, the next game, she does a quadruple dribble and gets away with that. So, and then I actually thought Angel Reese got the benefit of the calls in the last game against, and when Smith was covering her. I didn't think they were all fouls that were covering. She went over the back on Smith on a rebound and didn't get called for anything. Mm-hmm. So, she's getting special whistles, but it doesn't seem to matter what she does. If she mentions anything about the Olympics, and she's going to be in real big trouble. And she hasn't complained at all about that.
See, if I was a reporter, I would ask her straight up. So, Caitlin, do you think the coach is using you properly? And see what her answer would be.
She'll take the high road. She's taking the high road about everything, and like I said, she gets blamed for her fans' actions.
Yes,
it's insane.
And then they say the fans you can't really be that way because you don't know anything about the game. So you new fans can't say anything.
And it's not her fault she gets a lot of publicity. It's not her fault that she got endorsements. Her style of play led to all that. So she can't do anything about that. So it's almost like she's to blame for these kind of things. It's like she can't win. She's to blame for things that are out of control. It's not her fault she's white in a black league, and it's not her fault she's straight. Lesbian league. We think it's a lesbian league. We think it's more than 50%. So none of those things are her fault.
Yeah, it's not her fault that she's a great ball player. Sorry, she's a great ball player. So they have to deal with that. But they can't deal with her being that good a ball player. So they got to criticize or focus in on every little thing that she does.
I don't know. That's my take. I just feel like everything's against her. I mean, the commissioner doesn't seem to want to protect her in any way. And they gave him an unbelievably tough schedule, which I guess probably came out December 18th. And I don't think they just couldn't change it, but that was tough. And so if she complained about that, oh, look at her. She's a whiner. No matter what she does, it's a whiner.
Flopper. She's a flopper.
I don't think she's a flopper. People say she's a known flopper. Haters say that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've never seen her flop, and I still maintain that. She may embellish when she's not getting the calls, but I don't think she does it when it first happens. I think when the ref doesn't give her a call and it's the same guy, same person hacking her, I think she may embellish. But that's just what a lot of players do. And so, like I said, she can't win. So that's my take for today, Rob. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscription button. And if you like this video, hit the like button. And in our live shows, Eastern time, 7 to 8, every Monday except for 8 major holidays. And also, if you want to make a comment, feel free to do so underneath. Intelligent, non-insulting comments we like best. And until next time.
All right. Peace out.